So this week we've been shooting an entire free product. We've been wanting to do this a while. This is something I've really wanted to have in the marketplace that hasn't really been there. And it goes back to my sports background and my competitiveness. So what we created was a free gift called How to Ethically Kick Your Competition's Ass. An hour a day would be saved where I could just work.
You don't even like me driving and me being in control of the car.
Well, no, that's a whole different thing. I would trust the robot.
Oh my god.
Do you think if cars become really good at that you would take that over planes sometimes?
If I could get to a point where I could work / sleep, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It would take a lot to get me to that point, but I hate the anxiety of flying, like standing in lines and dealing with TSA and making sure you get to where you need to be on time. I hate it. Like, that's my favorite part of flying, is when I'm finally actually flying. So this week we've been shooting an entire free product. We've been wanting to do this a while. This is something I've really wanted to have in the marketplace that hasn't really been there. And it goes back to my sports background and my competitiveness. So what we created was a free gift called How to Ethically Kick Your Competition's Ass. And this would be in business, not like fighting or anything like that, right? So it's in business. But
that's the next free gift.
Right? So what are the 3 areas that we covered?
The 3 areas are scouting, building your game plan, and attack.
So scouting is, like in sports, you have a scout that goes off and watches your competition play, figure out their strengths, figure out their weaknesses. You have to act as if being a scout, going out, seeing what your competition is doing. What are they succeeding at? What are they not succeeding at? Where are their strengths? Where are their weaknesses? What do their customers say? What do their prospects say? How do they treat people who are going through their buying cycle? All insanely invaluable information. You want to collect that information, as our free training teaches, strategically and in a way that you can actually utilize it in piece number 2, which was
building your game plan. Well, when Adam first met me, he just said I looked mean, and I was mean. And I just looked pissed off, and I just looked, what was it, bitchy was the term?
I believe so, bitchy.
So that's what got him.
Kind of like, it's like people who want to go out and hunt bear, like kind of like put themselves in a situation where they may regret it.
I mean, I like where this is going. So if this was supposed to be any sort of insult, I like being compared to a dangerous animal.
A bear.
Grizzly bears are ferocious.
But she turned out to be more like a koala bear.
Taylor Swift for an hour. You are full of shit.
I would go to a concert, but I wouldn't pay $5,000 to sit there and have a conversation.
Like a webcam conversation with
that's
one-on-one,
worse.
nobody else around. All right, would you pay $5,000 to get backstage and meet her?
No.
I don't believe you. She strikes me as the person that wants to have 100% control on everything. Kind of like myself.
You can't, though. You can't get to where she's at and be completely in control of every single thing.
Messaging and stuff in the brand. Like, if my name is on a brand, you better be sure that I'm saying you can't do this and we can do this, but you can't do this. Okay, $5,000 for a private show.
Singing.
Singing show.
I would do that. Like if there's actually like that's the difference between an experience and a moment versus just like, oh, I talked to her once. Like that would be cool. Like if I could have a private show with like specific people I want there and keeping it to like 10, 15 people, that would be awesome. I would do that in a second.
Yeah, and she took people.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't hand out butt implants quite as to the level you can.
But Kim and Chloe and all them saw those workouts to obtain the exact same butt. I mean, Kylie's not handing out lip injections. She made lip kits.
All right, let me ask you this: when you see a workout, what's the first thing that you see? What's the first word in workout?
Work.
Lipstick. You just slap it on. You just slap it on. And
this is coming from a man that knows nothing about makeup.
But honestly, though, like
you just slap it on.
You can buy it and put it on. Where workouts, you have to actually work. You have to earn the butt.
Building your game plan. So it's analyzing what your weaknesses are, what their weaknesses are, and figuring out the way that you're going to, into Module 3, attack.
Comes to attacking, we always attack weaknesses first. We never attack strengths of our competition if we have holes in our own game, right? We need to fix our own game first, fix any holes, any problems that we have within our own business. We map that out, we make them strengths. We then attack the weaknesses of our competition. Where are they weak? Because if we can turn those into base level or our personal strengths, we will outshine the competition in those areas. And typically weaknesses in areas are reasons why people leave the competition looking for a new source for that style of business, right? So this is a huge low-hanging fruit opportunity to take advantage of. And then thirdly, we then would go after the strengths of our competition and actually go head to head. And the way that we teach how to succeed when it comes to attacking and actually winning in all of these core areas is we teach an 80-20 rule, how to use 20% of what you do to get 80% of the result. That's a really, really big secret / tip that we give away, and how to actually organize that and actually make it happen. The other really awesome tip is 4%ers. Mm-hmm. We go out and we figure out what areas we want to own and what want to be great at within our business. What areas are going to make the most money in the shortest amount of time possible. And we go out and we hire the top 4% in those industries. If we can't hire them, if you're in a position where you don't have the money to hire them, study them. Go out, learn their free materials. There's content all over the internet right now. There's YouTube videos, there's blog posts, there's podcast interviews. Learn from the top 4%, and you can acquire the skill set and the know-how to overcome your competition even in their strongest areas. And then if you do have the money, hire 4%ers. Because long story short, 4%ers are typically 4 to 5 times more expensive than the average Joe, but they yield, because they're in the top 4%, they yield a 16x average result in comparison to the average Joe. So your ROI there is pretty massive, and it's a good decision to hire the best versus just the average and pay less. You'll get the result faster, you'll win, and you'll compete at a higher level. And that's an area that your competition will have a hell of a time competing with. Listen, this is a lot. We go into great detail with this training. It's a complete program that I would happily sell for over $1,000. We're giving it away free at sportofbusiness.com/free. So feel free to go grab it. It's completely free. It's like 25 videos. We kept them short though, and it will walk you through the entire process of kicking your competition's ass.
you guys Monday.
See you, man.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do us a big favor and give it a like. Also, comment below. Let us know if you have any questions for us that may be business related or vlog related. We'd love to answer them for you. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. You can simply click the subscribe button below. We put out 3 videos every week, not only a vlog video like this, but also how-to videos that are gonna help your business grow. We also, this week, created the free gift, how to ethically kick your competition's ass in business. If you would like your free copy of that, if you head over to sportofbusiness.com/free, you'll be able to pop in your email address and get your copy, a complete training program for free. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.